Om Sthapakaya cha dharmasya sarvadharmasvarupine avatara varishtaya Ramakrishnaya te namaha. So M's question, how ought we to live in this world? Master, do all your duties but keep your mind on God. Live with all, with wife and children, father and mother, and serve them. An important instruction. We are here in this world to give, not to receive. Human life is precious. We have to transcend the nature and go beyond. We can't yield to the nature anymore. Nature means full of dualities and lot of enticement. At the same time, nature wants the jiva to evolve to divinehood. Through various experiences, the nature leads the jiva to the eternal home. But the moment we try to hold anything here, receive anything here, possess anything here, we are bound. So give your services, give your love. Don't have any expectations. Don't have any demands. Give, serve. Our external contact with this world is only to give and serve. And millions of jivas are there in this universe. All are getting their food and protection from nature. Will not man get? He too will get, provided our dependence and we are in tune with nature in totality. Because you may ask, what is the proof? You can see the life of a child. The day the child is born, the moment the child is born, the mother's breast will start milking water. Now the child is given food by the nature, and the moment the child develops the ego of I can move, I can eat, I can select, the milk starts drying away. And the child is fully taken care. The moment it stands, trying to stand, how many times it will have a fall? Nothing happens to child. It is fully protected by nature. Because of the absence of ego and being in tune with nature, nature brings it up. When it is in the womb, there is neither the participation of mother nor of the child. Child is growing. The one who has given birth, the Lord, the nature, will take care of the rest also, provided we don't keep that ego of doership and enjoyership. So the moment you start giving, instead of receiving, then nature takes care of you. And it is nature's duty to look after all the jivas. Serve, she is serving like a mother. Every jiva. A cut, a wound in the body. It is she who heals. You can't heal by any means. You cannot paste, you cannot do anything. Even if you put stitches, the nature has to heal it. And she does. So the same nature will take care of you, provided you don't possess that ego of doership and enjoyership. So when you start giving, you are helping Mother in her work of serving all jivas. How happy the nature and God would be the moment you start serving others, sacrificing your life, pledging your life for others. So the moment you enter a family life, to live with the family, you have great responsibilities to discharge, that you have to sacrifice. Sacrifice for the welfare of others. Entering family life itself is a great sacrifice. Without sacrifice, nothing can exist. You cannot build up a family without sacrifice. You cannot possess a family without sacrifice. Tyaga and prema are the basis of this whole universe. Every life is sacrificing for the other. The food we eat, a morsel of food, contains hundreds of seeds. Suppose rice you are eating, each grain was a paddy, it would have been living beautifully in this nature as plants now, as crop, with so many seeds coming out. But it has sacrificed its life, that seed, paddy seed, and I am getting my morsel of food. There is sacrifice. So this universe is standing on two important principles of love and sacrifice. So when you start doing this, that serve, be in the family, but serve. And serve them. The serving is a part of getting the grace of God and favor of nature. Treat them as if they were very dear to you, but know in your heart of hearts that they do not belong to you. Reality of life we have to accept to the fullest extent. We come to this world alone, but the presence of, yesterday we saw, the presence of others is covering my loneliness. I am alone and I go alone. Nobody comes with me. Nobody came with me. Nobody is going with me. I was throughout. Many lives I am taking and coming. Putting on a body, moving ahead. Innumerable bodies I have taken. I don't know how many more bodies we have to take to reach the source back. And nature takes care of it. Nature provides what is necessary, when it is necessary, how it is necessary. So, know that in your hearts, nothing belongs to you, nobody belongs to you. What all you keep as yours, you have to live and go, including your own body. Your body also you have to live and go. And what to call here as mine. The child which the mother gives birth, every moment, every day it is becoming so much dependent on mother. He is becoming independent. He is becoming separate. He is one day Now so many children are there, their mothers are there, newborn babies. They are so much attached, I get frightened. They are enjoying the play of the child. Oh, a day will come when the child will fly away. It has to part. Whether becoming independent, they may separate and go. When the youth comes, parents are no more there. Their purpose in life is over. There stands the vast universe, all objects of enjoyments, and a robust body. Now where are the parents? So we have to part, or it may finish its life and go away. The purpose with what karma that baby is born, once that is fulfilled, finished, it goes back to its next course. So it may disappear from this world, or it may become independent and go away. But it is inevitable that parents and child has to separate. This is harsh truth, very difficult to digest for mothers especially, but it is true. So, but treat them as if they were very dear to you. That understanding, because you have duties and responsibilities to discharge, as long as they do not stand on their own legs. Once the children stand on their own legs, my duty is finished. Till then, I have my duties. The parents have their duties to discharge. So, unless you superimpose upon yourself the dearness, it cannot remain, because the reality is different. They do not belong to me at all. But the nature has kept the love and consideration in the heart of parents to bring up that child. That should not get converted into attachments and dependence. I cannot depend. I have right to give birth, but I have no right to claim it as mine. So the attachment makes it to claim as mine. It is an independent jiva, it has come into the world. It has to go, it must take its course. It cannot remain with you. So this is the law of nature. So it has to be accepted. At the same time, to do the duties of life, there must be love. And that love will not be binding love, sacrificing love, only when you superimpose the dearness, intimacy, and faith in each other, concern for each other. I must feel concerned, responsible. So I treat them as if they are my dearest thing. So that I am not bound, they are also not bound, but the purpose is served. Just like a customer coming to the shop, the customer has nothing to do except to sell a product to him for the sake of profit, that's all. For that, how much diplomacy he uses, oh, how are you, this, that and all. He has to talk like that just to finish their business. And then once he goes away, suppose he's fallen there in the street also, you will not go and lift him. He's a customer, but I am not concerned there. But how dearly I talk to him when he comes to my shop, because I want my business to go on. he has come to buy and I have the purpose of selling. So that is the relationship. There ends the relationship. I am the parents, that the child is. So responsibility is there. For that sake we do. But in the heart of what is real, what is eternal, what is my real relationship, I have to come to the reality, to know the reality, to transcend the nature and go. So I have to hold on to the eternal. These are all passing events of life. The child won't be there one day, nor my body. So within that period, I have to hold on to the eternal and leave this, all this, and fly away. A maidservant in the house of a rich man performs all the household duties, but her thoughts are fixed on her own home in her native village. She brings up her master's children as if they were her own. She even speaks of them as my Rama or my Hari. But in her own mind, she knows very well that they do not belong to her at all. How the maidservant fully takes care with concern the children of the master where she is working. The whole thing with full concern, responsible. But her children are there in the village she has left and come. She will be thinking of them, how they may be. Are they studying or not? Is the person with whom I have left the children and come away, are they taking proper care or not? I am doing how much for these children I could not do for my own children. All these thoughts will be bothering her. Inside, outside, she is expressing all her love and concern. But in the heart, the children are residing there in the heart. She is residing with the others, serving them, but children are residing in mind and heart. Her children are there. The same way you have to live in the world, untouched by the world, uncaught by the world, unstained by the world, but doing all your duties, because life is inevitable. And we have come to this world not out of our choice. We cannot have a choice of living as we want, as the nature keeps us according to our karmic load and our past momentum. We have to keep moving. Another example Sri Ramakrishna is giving. The tortoise moves about in the water, but can you guess where her thoughts are? They are there on the bank where her eggs are lying. Do your duties in the world, but keep your mind on God. Again the same sentence. Do all your duties in the world, but keep your mind on God. Tortoise, mother tortoise, she keeps the eggs there on the bank somewhere hidden, that nobody will be able to find out where she has laid her eggs. But wherever she is, her thoughts are there. Any danger coming towards there, immediately she rushes there to protect it. You can see any animal having given birth to the babies, young ones, she protects fully that baby. Not even a mosquito or fly is allowed to come near. It protects. It will be going in search of its food. The whole attention is there. it goes a few steps here and there, that it will be able to see back that child, anybody is coming near. And immediately gulps something and come away. Again to that. It cannot remain parted. How it takes care, you see. Where is its mind? Mind is on the, like that, keep the mind on God and do your duties. She is doing her, life is continuing, but the mind is on the eggs where the tortoise has laid the eggs. You can see the magnetic needle. In what compass, whatever direction you turn it and keep it, it will be pointing always to the north. Like that, your mind must be always facing to the Lord in your heart, the all-pervading consciousness. He is there in your heart also, as the Lord of the universe. He resides there in your heart as the Antaryamin. If you enter the world without first cultivating love of God, love for God, you will be entangled more and more. You will be overwhelmed with its danger, its grief, its sorrows. And the more you think of the worldly things, the more you will be attached to them. जार ध्यान करे से तार सत्ता पाए. Whatever you constantly think of, you will slowly develop the attachment for that object. If you enter the world first without cultivating love for God, then you will be entangled more and more in the world. The love of God keeps you unattached to anything, because heart is given to God. Now, these are the presently way in the modern times in which we are living now. Reasoning has become very powerful. We have only two channels, both linking to the divine, heart and head. These are two important. Of course, walk and all this, their speech, but they're too important, because whatever I do japa also, I must link it to the heart with love I have to do. So there are two channels, one is heart and one is head, linking to the. Now this head, the reasoning power, I must convert it into viveka and remain in the world, release myself to go ahead in the spiritual world. This reasoning is being arrested by the science now. The reasoning of the science, technology, what the modern education is giving to humans, that reasoning is within the time and space. We want the reasoning which is beyond, which is taking me beyond time and space. So their whole mind gets arrested, caught by the world within the realm of time and space. It cannot think of God. The reasoning which is given to science and technology, the intellect, buddhi, which is given to modern science, it has perfect reasoning. You see the computers. Now I am talking to you over how much of brain they have used to do all this, but it is within the time and space. In waking state, the next moment if you sleep, Nothing is there of this world. Everything disappears. The moment I enter into different state of consciousness, this world is not there. In dream state or in deep sleep, I don't have anything of this, including my body. So this reasoning limits to senses, mind and intellect. I want to take that reasoning beyond, but it has been arrested by the modern science and technology. It cannot do. And this reasoning I try to apply in spiritual life and in religion. What happens? I lose the faith in religion and spirituality. Because of this reasoning is within this wall, 4 walls. I want the reasoning which is beyond, which is made to the eternal, which is leading to infinite. It is limited to finite today. So my heart becomes blank. I cannot love God because I don't have faith. The reasoning has destroyed my faith because it is within the 4 walls of time and space. So I cannot, whole world is caught in the snares of this modernity. So slowly the faith in God, faith in religion, faith in spirituality, faith in the transcendental existence, everything is slowly coming down. The suffering, bondage, diseases and all these are increasing. Every second person is mentally affected, weeping within his sleeves, hiding, showing a smiling face everywhere. So this is the condition. Why there is frustration, why there is depression, tension. All these are mental abnormalities, are products of modern science. The faith, the love, if a heart was open, heart could not open because of the intellect arrested. It has arrested the whole being of the man. He thinks himself is, I am very intelligent, I can operate any computer. I can make cameras, I can make mobile, I can do this, I can do corona. All this he is able to do, but he himself is entering into prison house and locking himself because of his reasoning. So when heart is killed, what remains of man? So this is the condition in which, so Sri Ramakrishna says, first cultivate love of God and be in the world. Nothing will happen to you. Be anywhere, under any condition, with any people, nothing will happen to you. You will never get entangled. You will not be imprisoned there. Nothing binds you. But you will live a beautiful life here because your heart is filled with love. When you love God, you will love everyone. What is the proof that you love God? Is you love everyone. Because God is the content of all beings. The body is just a capsule which contains within it the divine. So when